Biscoff biscuits have become extremely popular over the last few years. They started out as being this sort of small European brand, but have become a global sensation recently. And today I'm going to show you how to take these incredibly tasty cinnamon flavoured biscuits and turn them into a gorgeous no-bake dessert. Let's make my beautiful no-bake Biscoff cheesecake on the One Pot Chef. First things first, to make our Biscoff cheesecake, obviously we're going to need some Biscoff biscuits. Now, if you're unfamiliar with Lotus Biscoff, it's basically a European style biscuit that's cinnamon flavoured. They're sweet, it's got a bit of spiciness to it. They're really, really nice. Now, I need a 250 gram packet, which I'm just going to crush up. Now, you can do this in the food processor, or in a pinch, stick them into a Ziploc bag, let all the air out and bash them with something heavy like a rolling pin until you get nice fine crumbs. Once our biscuits are crushed, pop them into a mixing bowl, and I'm going to add in our butter. I've got 100 grams of unsalted butter, which I've just quickly melted in the microwave. Now, if you don't have unsalted butter, you can use regular butter or even just a bit of margarine if that's all you happen to have in the fridge. But I recommend unsalted butter when making these kinds of desserts because it really does make a big difference to the overall taste in the end. And then just simply mix everything together until this biscuit mixture comes together, clumping a bit like wet sand. You'll see if I just press this up against the side of the bowl, how it holds its shape. That's exactly the consistency we want. Next, I've got a 20 centimetre or about an 8-inch cake pan here. This is a spring-form cake pan where the sides and the base separate from one another. There's a little latch on the side to release the base. I've simply greased this with a bit of spray-on oil and lined the base with some non-stick baking paper. Now all we need to do is transfer our biscuit mixture in, and then just using a flat bottom drinking glass, we're just going to press the mixture down to get it nice and firm and compacted. Then all we need to do is place this into the fridge to chill while we work on our other ingredients. In a large mixing bowl, I've got 250 grams of Philadelphia style cream cheese, which I have just chopped up into little pieces. I've allowed the cream cheese to come to room temperature for an hour or two, just so it's nice and soft and easy to beat. Now, using a handheld electric mixer, we are just going to give this cream cheese a light beating just to get it nice and smooth. Next, I'm adding in half a cup of icing sugar or powdered sugar and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And just beat those together. Next, I'm adding in 1 cup of cream. I'm using thickened cream today, but any cream suitable for whipping will be fine. And we're just going to beat the cream and the cream cheese mixture together until it's light and fluffy. And last but not least, we're going to add in our Biscoff Spread. Now, I'm using the crunchy version today, but you can use the smooth, whichever you prefer. It basically just comes down to texture. The smooth one, obviously, you'll get a nice smooth cream cheese mixture. With the crunchy one, you'll get little crunchy Biscoff bits all through it. It really comes down to your personal taste. So I'm adding in 3/4 of a cup of the Biscoff Spread. I'm just going to plop that in. And once again, we're just going to beat this all together until smooth. As you can see, we've got that all lovely mixed together, and you can see the little bits of Biscoff chunks all through that. Absolutely delicious. And we're just going to pour our cream cheese mixture over our chilled biscuit base. And then just gently spread the mixture over the top and smooth it out. And our cheesecake is ready to go into the fridge to chill for about 3 to 4 hours roughly, just until it's firm and set. It's about 3 hours later and our cheesecake is nicely set. To release it from the tin, all we're going to do is take a butter knife or a flat bladed knife, and we're just going to gently go around the outside of the cheesecake, just gently going around the outside, releasing it from the outside of the tin so it doesn't stick too much. and then just gently release the side and lift it up. And here we have our completed no-bake Biscoff cheesecake, looking absolutely scrumptious. I cannot wait to dive in and have a taste. How absolutely gorgeous does that look? Honestly, the smell, the cinnamon flavour from it is, ooh. I'm going to absolutely love having a little taste of this. I'm being good, I'm not having too much. I'm having a little spoonful just to try it out. Here we go. Oh wow. That is absolutely gorgeous. You've got, the base is nice and crisp. I only got a little bit there, but the base is crisp and it sort of melts in your mouth, that beautiful buttery cinnamony flavour. The mixture on top, the cheesecake itself, it's smooth. It's got little bits of crunchiness in it, but not much. It sort of all melds together. But you've got that lovely Biscoff cinnamon background flavour. And honestly, this is just so easy to throw together. There's no mucking about with gelatin, there's no baking, there's no complicated recipe. You basically just mix it together, put it all on into the tin and let it chill. Well, I hope you enjoyed this recipe. Check out my other videos and more content at OnePotChefShow.com. And until next time, see you later. As you can see, I just decorated this by putting a biscuit on top, and if I just turn it around, you'll be able to see I put a little bit of broken biscuit on there flat, and then use that to prop the biscuit up. So it looks like it's sort of standing by itself. You can also put a bit of broken biscuits over the top, like some crumbs to give it a bit of extra crunch, or you could take some Biscoff spread and melt it in the microwave and just pour it over the top, bit like a sort of a runny ganache. But there's so many options. Let me know if you're going to make this cheesecake, and if you do, take a picture and share it on social media and tag me so I can see it. Alright guys, look after yourselves and I'll talk to you next time.